So Bitcoin is sitting at 265, and we did see a reaction from 57,700, and that is our support. If you have watched my previous video, I had clearly mentioned that $57,000 is our support. As long as that holds, we can expect Bitcoin to continue with its upward trend. And right now what we are seeing is that it is actually trying to form a double bottom, which means that if Bitcoin doesn't break below $58,000, what will happen is that break below and continue its journey downward towards the last support that Bitcoin has at $54,000. If it doesn't go after $54,000, then the structure that we see right now here, this is a very ugly one, but it is a double bottom that will form if it goes up from here. And of course the neckline of the double bottom is at $61,000. After $61,000, once it starts making its attempt towards 62, that will indicate that now it is shooting towards $66,000, which is the next stop. So as long as Bitcoin doesn't slip through 58, it doesn't go and break the $57,000 support, which is our last support, but 58 will be your indication for the double bottom, but your support is at 57. So let's not confuse it. I'll recap it for you. Your support is at $57,000, which is more reliable, and that is something that you always look after when you are looking for a trend or when you're trying to take a trade. You look for support and resistance. Patterns, they are the third most reliable thing. They are not in the top priority. First is trend, second is always support and resistances, and third is pattern. Pattern, if it is there, it helps your story, it is good. Otherwise you can't leave your support areas and other stuff for the sake of pattern. So in this case scenario, your support is at 57, but the moment it breaks below 58, the pattern is destroyed, the double bottom is gone, and then what you will see is that it will start creating some other structure. I don't know what it will be, but at the same time we are at a risk of creating a bearish structure, which is called the head and shoulder. Again, it's very ugly, but it is at the risk of that as well. So literally this is a decision making point for Bitcoin, which direction it wants to pick. So if it goes down towards $58,000 and breaks, it is going to end up creating a head and shoulder, which is again not a clean one. This is one shoulder, this is the head, this is another shoulder, and it's not the best structure because the neck and the shoulders, they are destroyed. So it's not a reliable pattern to begin with. But if we talk about double bottom, it is pretty reliable one, but the head and shoulder one is not that reliable. But still, like I said, $58,000 is your deciding point. If it breaks below 58, then it will pretty much go towards 57, and then we will see how the support holds. If 57 support breaks, then your last support is at 54, because after that you will see Bitcoin at $42,000. Below 54, it opens the doors for $40,000 ranges. It might take time, but it will go there. But as long as that doesn't happen and we don't even lose 57, which we haven't lost in quite some time, let me tell you since when. Since 8th of August, or almost, yeah, after it started going up, we tested 54 one time here, and then we never looked back and we continued. So considering that $57,000 is a pretty good solid support, the moment it loses it, then there is one last support at 54. After that, it will be over for the uptrend, and then we will start a downward trend. As long as that area holds, we can expect, as long as 57 and 54 both are holding, we are still looking towards $66,000 in the longer time frame. If we talk about shorter time frame, right now this thing is playing between 62 and 57. So we saw a reaction towards 57. Now the next stop is of course at 62. Let's see what it does, and we have one more day left. After that, it's going to be weekend, volume will disappear and things will become a bit complicated, and I wanted to make a longer video to discuss a longer perspective in case if I don't make a video in next 2 days.